Okay, so now let's build the entire model. If you try to focus yourself, you will be able to build it without watching this video. Okay, so you can try, and if you want to, you know, you can just try and drop it over here and try to figure out the primary keys and the foreign keys and just try. Okay, so just build the relationship, move forward anyways. So if you want to just have a look at it, so that's how I am building it. So let's have a look. So the relationship is already existing between territory sales and the returns from the previous clip. So now we are going to talk about the rest of the queries. Now over here we have the customer table, right? The customer table you can see in front of you. What we have common in between customer and the sales table. So app sales means we know that these are the fact tables and dimension tables. We have kept the dimension table above the fact table. So arrangement is proper, so confusion will not be there, right? So when I'm asking something to you, so just pause the video and show over here. If you see, we have the customer key that is in common table is primary key. So customer key in the sale table is for, so I'm going to pick up the customer key which is the primary one and dropping it on the customer key. See here you can see the customer key here. I'm just keeping this customer key, just drag and drop here. So we are building the relationship between these dimension tables. So we already have seen in the previous video that how the filter flow comes and go, right? And this will build the relationship between these two things. So let me just over to see what we can get here from here. So we have this, and then we do not have anything common between customers and the returns. Do we have? You can check. Okay, so I'm not going to build a relationship between them, so we can't help it. Okay, so such kind of situation happens in the real life scenario also. And in the suppose I would be needing data related to how much return quantity we have received from another particular particular customer. Okay, so we can't do it. So our model will not support. So why? Because the data do not at your end, right? So that means you do not have a sufficient data, right? So it means the lack is not at your end as the developer of the, so lack is at the time of capturing the data. So you should tell your client, you know, and you should let your boss know, you should let your company know that the data is not efficient. Start capturing the data, start putting the names of the customer in front of the returns that they have given it to you. So then that way you will be able to analyze the data related to that dominant terms so you have got from your client. So it happens there are a lot of default terms. They buy the product, they temper out it with it, and then they simply return it. So the cost involves. So how you can find out those default trust? So though these you will be able to do this. So you need the data, you can't help it. So the relationship between the customer and sales is done. So we don't have those returns. So what about the calendar? So for calendar and sales. So now this is a tricky. Have a look in the calendar. So we have the date field which is good. In the sales table we have two date fields, order date and next one is stock date, right? So into the sales, so it will be there, so relationship will be there now. So how we can do that? Hmm? So in the sales tables we have two date field, right? So order date and stock date. So simply we pick up the date from calendar table and sorry, and we'll just here we'll build the relationship, right? So now the question comes, right? What questions will come? But the question is like, can we have a multiple relation between two tables? Think. The answer is yes. But then you will ask, can we have a multiple active relationship between two tables? The answer is no. Okay, we can have one active relationship at one time. So I'll just pick up the date from calendar table. Now I am going to drop this on the stock date. What is our stock date? Let me. This is our stock date. Just clicking over here and building a relationship. See, the dotted line is appeared. Why it is? Because as I told you that we only have the uh, a single active relationship at a single time. We do not have a multiple relationship. We have a multiple relationship, but the active relationship will be a single one. The dotted line is indicate that it's an inactive relationship between these two tables. So it's up to us that which relationship we need to use, right? Now what about this D calendar date and F returns? So what we have a common here? So this date and this return date. So we just connect this date into return date. So this is the relationship between our dimension of calendar and F returns. So next is T product. So what we have common in between T product and F cells? See, here you can see the product key, right? And here is we have product key. Let's build a relationship. Drag and drop over here, right? So now third one, let's check the product and F returns. Do we have any similarity between this product? Yes, we have. So product key is here and the product key. Let's build a relationship. First is from this, we will get to know that how many products of that category as returned till date. Okay. So this is a one-to-many relationship, as I told you. So there are, in a previous video we have seen the different types of relationships. Okay. So now next is the last one. No. So we do have a more relationship. So what is between these D product subcategories and your subcategory, right? So what we have a common over here? Let's just see this subcategory and product subcategory. So you may have get confused that, sir, do we have a relationship in between the dimension table? Yes, we do have a relationship between the dimension tables. We can create it, right? And the last relationship, can we check? These two tables are left. Okay, so category name and product key category and product category key. Okay, so you can see, just build a relationship. Okay, so now we are done with the relationship. We have built the entire model for our report or dashboard purpose. So you can see this model is very properly aligned. So just that's why I have kept all the dimension table at the upper side and the fact tables on the below side. So this arrangement will be helpful in a future aspects. If consider that if somebody left the company and the other guy comes into the picture and he's seated and he is checking, he's going through your modeling part. At that time it will be very helpful for that guy to understand the model very well. Even if if you created the model and after 10 to 15 days if you open that model, you may get confused. For that purpose, the arrangement should be a proper. Once the arrangement is proper of Faulkner dimension table, it will be very easy to create a relationship. So we have created a relationship. I hope you got this video.